Greetings. Welcome to my channel. If it's the first time you come to my channel, then our channel make videos to predicts, summarizes and gossips about the soaps TV shows. Today, we are going to discuss about the Coronation Street spoilers for next week from May 10th to 14th, 2021. Next week on Coronation Street, the aftermath of Nina and Seb's attack sees Corey desperate to cover up the truth. Elsewhere, Evelyn makes a return to Weatherfield, while Michael and Grace have reason to celebrate. Here's a full collection of big moments coming up. Asher is urged to turn against Corey. Corey continues his cover-up attempt after Nina and Seb's brutal attack. Although he is protesting his innocence, he wants Asher to give him a false alibi by telling the police that they were together in the flat all night. Corey also pressures Asher to make sure that Amy keeps quiet about what she knows. Asher meets up with Amy and tries to carry out her boyfriend's instructions. The girls are interrupted by the arrival of Dev, who encourages Asher to come home as she is currently living with the prime suspect in the attack case. Amy also tells Asher that she needs to stop covering for Corey. Nina struggles to remember the attack. Abby is determined to get answers over who attacked her son. She warns Kevin that she is prepared to do all it takes to track down the culprit herself. When Abby speaks to Nina at the hospital, an emotional Nina admits that it's all a blur and she can't remember what happened. The only thing she can recall is seeing Corey and Kelly earlier in the evening. Summer comes clean with Billy and Todd. Summer decides to confide in Todd, telling him that she was present on the night that Nina and Seb were targeted. She explains that she left before the attack happened. Later, Summer shares the truth with Billy, who's horrified to hear that she was joyriding in a stolen car with the main suspects in the case. Billy is adamant that Summer must tell the police everything she knows. Kelly is arrested. Toya is stunned when the police arrive to arrest Kelly following the information that Nina gave them. Officers also go through Kelly's belongings at the flat for forensic examination. When Kelly faces her police interview, she stubbornly refuses to answer any of the questions. Although Kelly is relieved when she is eventually let go, Imran warns that this isn't over. Kelly's mum Laura makes a return. Later in the week, Kelly suggests to Corey that they should tell the police the truth, but he dismisses this. Corey's dad Stefan is also worried that his teenage son needs to give a police statement, so he warns that it's best to distance himself from Kelly. Toya and Imran try to convince Kelly to do the right thing by giving an honest interview with the police. Their efforts are undermined by Kelly's mum Laura, who makes a return and orders her daughter to keep quiet. Imran and Toya stand firm over Kelly. Imran receives news that Kelly is expected back at the police station to answer more questions. Laura continues to be obstructive, adamant that her daughter shouldn't cooperate with the police. Later, Laura's true motives for getting involved become clear, as it's revealed that she only turned up after being kicked out by her boyfriend. As Laura backs down over her advice, Kelly finally gives her interview and is accompanied by Imran. But how will she deal with the detective's tough questions? Roy worries about Nina. When Roy turns up at the hospital for a visit, he is confused to find Nina packing her bag. Nina explains that she wants to discharge herself and return to the scene of the crime, believing this could jog her memory and help with the police inquiry. Roy tries to talk Nina out of this, pointing out that she needs rest. Evelyn makes a return. Evelyn returns from her trip and visits the cafe. She misjudges the current mood on the cobbles by making disparaging remarks about Kirk's intelligence. Roy compares her spiteful comments to those that Nina has experienced, so he kicks Evelyn out. Later, Evelyn returns to make an apology to Roy for being insensitive. Roy admits that he overreacted because he is so worried about his niece. Summer blames herself. Summer runs away from school as one of her classmates was nasty to her after recent events. Amy shares this news with Paul, who promises to look for her. Later, Paul finds Summer hiding out in the Victoria Garden. Summer admits that she partly blames herself for Nina and Seb's attack, as she regrets not forcing Kelly to leave when she did. Summer's problems continue a couple of days later, as she fails to turn up for school. Abby receives some upsetting news. At the end of the week, a police officer visits number 13 with the latest update on Nina and Seb's attack. The officer explains that someone has been charged and it appears that the incident was triggered by Nina's appearance. Abby reflects on the news and feels her anger rising over the senseless attack. Laura makes more demands. Laura pays another visit to Imran and Toya, threatening to regain custody of Kelly once she has been released by the police. Laura is adamant that she wants her daughter back, but Imran is disgusted by her reckless approach to parenting. Michael and Grace bring Glory home. Michael and Grace are overjoyed when they're finally able to bring baby Glory home from the hospital. Proud grandfather Ed enjoys making a fuss of the young family, but there's a sense that he is being too overbearing. Later, Ed agrees to back off by visiting Aggie in Birmingham for a while, giving Michael and Grace some space. Ed struggles to forgive Ronnie. As Ed prepares to set off for Birmingham, Ronnie makes some light-hearted comments at his brother's expense. Ed does not see the funny side, still not ready to share banter with Ronnie after the recent drama over Michael's paternity. Ronnie speaks to Jenny about the situation, wishing he could find a way to make amends with Ed. Jenny tries to do her bit by inviting Michael and Grace to the pub for free drinks to celebrate Glory's homecoming. Daniel is put on the spot by Sam. Daniel crosses paths with Sam at the cafe and finds the schoolboy excited over the current book that he is reading, Treasure Island. As Daniel is training to be an English teacher, David suggests that he could be a good tutor for Sam. Later, when Daniel arrives for Sam's first lesson, he is stunned as the youngster immediately sets him a test to find out whether he is up to the job. So that's all we want to talk about the Coronation Street spoilers for next week from May 10th to 14th, 2021. If you like our content and want to support the channel or watch more videos like this, do not mind to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you not miss any of these. Have a great one. Goodbye.